Hello and welcome. Hi, howdy. We are going to get started in just a second. I need to, let's see, get my share screen going. Hold on. Hold on. Share system audio. There we go. Let's get some music going. I got a couple prep things to do. So while I'm doing that, you can enjoy the Katana Zero soundtrack. Excellent soundtrack. Really cool game. Just kind of put that there for you. All right, I'm going to mute my microphone. I'm going to mute. I'm going to take care of some business, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We're ready to get going. Let me just get that out of the way. There we go. Get out of here. Stream starting soon. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Hopefully I sound okay and the music's not too loud. Hopefully. So, it is once again that time of the week. It is the Wednesday. The Wednesday of your soul. It only comes around, once a week, which I guess makes sense because it's a weekday. And that's what they tend to do. And I was looking for a link here, and I cannot find the thing. There was a Kickstarter campaign. I thought I'd retweeted it, and now I don't see it on my timeline, which you should never look at my Twitter timeline. It is a nightmare. Let's put it that way. There's some dude who had like 1 week left to finish his campaign out, and he still needed like $1,000, and I was going to show his campaign off. And I can't find it. I don't know why. There's lots of other cool stuff here. But if I look at just the stuff from this morning where it should have been, it ain't there. So that's a shame. I do got another Kickstarter campaign I was going to show off too. So we will do that here in a moment. I'm just trying to give people a chance to join. I know, oh my gosh, there we go. I was going to be like, I know XLG is probably going to show up here in a second. And there he was. He was just waiting. He was waiting for me to think about him. And he was like, ah, yes, I Zilg shall show up. Welcome, Mr. XLG. I'm trying to find something real quick. And once I do, we really will get started. I promise. I guess I should just flip back to showing off, Katana Zero over here. Just so you can see, we really are just playing some music, listening to some great tunes, and I'm scrolling frantically through Kickstarter on my other monitor. Rubik's in an adults-only erotic space opera. What? Wow. Kirk Lindo's Vampirus Legura revamped Phase 1. Oh, he's got to censor the thumbnail. Wow. I'm glad I'm not showing any of this stuff. We'd be getting a little bit of trouble here. We would definitely be getting in a little trouble. Alice! There it is. There's the campaign I was looking for. Okay. Now I got all my ducks in a row. They are metaphorical ducks, not literal ones. But they're still in a row. They're in a big, rowy row. What does that even mean? I don't have a clue what that means. It doesn't really matter what it means. I got to do one more thing. Sorry, one more thing. I just noticed. Come on. I swear I cannot type. There we go. Let's do a quick speed test. Something looked funny when I was trying to load stuff up. It was a little slow. Oh, Lord, the speed test ain't loading. That's a bad sign. No, it's blazing. Okay, you might have just seen a hiccup or something there. That was me being a silly Billy. So, XLG, how are you doing tonight? You doing great? You doing fantastic? LA Guns. What rock and roll was meant to be. Hollywood vampires. Listen to them. Children of the night. What the music they make. I don't know why I became Italian there for that. Yup, says XLG. I don't even remember the question now. It was too many seconds ago. Goldfish over here, man. $1 Superman in Action Comics, issue number 4, 1992. And Helgramite is still his name. I have no idea who Helgramite is or what's going on in this comic. We got Superman watching some cops arrest somebody for some reason. Oh. Wow, dude's like trying to machine gun Superman. No wonder he's watching the cops arrest this guy. He's like, Dude wants to machine gun me. Innocent bystanders could get shot. Speaking of which, getting shot right there. What is even going on in this book? I'm sick and tired of this. Sometimes things just get the better of us. What? Nothing can get the better of Superman. Oh, it's the sailor guy, right? I forget his name. Like Bippo Bukowski or something? This comic looks crazy. But not as crazy as the advertisements. Charles Atlas, baby. Man, I loved... there was this magazine back in the day called Computer Shopper. And it was a magazine. It was like $5. It was like this thick. It was like you got a phone book. And the thing was like 90% advertisements for computer stuff. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I love these old ads, man. Advertisements used to actually tell you like stuff you wanted, as opposed to modern ads, which are just kind of like, haha, look at funny person. Isn't that funny? Look at person who's not funny. Aren't they cool? And that's it. Like, that's a modern advertisement. Back here, draw super characters. Learn how to draw your own super characters. Over 200 illustrations show you how you learn or your money back. Only $3.95 to the E. Phelps Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Muscles. Learn how to build a super body. Hercules Body Now. And, of course, the classic Charles Atlas stuff. Charles Atlas was a legit dude, man. He was legit. I don't know about his methods, but he was legit. And all these ads for comic book stuff. Gags, jokes, magic. Send $2 for our new catalog containing thousands of practical jokes, tricks, gags, illusions, and unusual items. Cottage Grove, Wisconsin. Oh my gosh. Discount Comics. Advanced order. New comics, cards, books, specialties. Up to 40% off from free monthly catalogs. Over 1,700 items. No minimum order. Own property in outer space. Fantasy deeds for Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Suitable for framing. $3 each. Hey, I wonder if they're still in business. That would be a great gag gift for $6. Right there, Mr. X. Hey, Jackson Zelda. Welcome. Haven't seen you around in a while. Glad you could drop in. Sorry, I don't know how long ago you said that. I was engrossed here in this ad page from like 1992. It sucked me into the vortex, man. I couldn't look away. But yeah, XLG, you should see if there's a company like this. If not, you should just like, mock a little deed up for $6 and send it to him. Like, that would be a really funny gag present. I think he'd appreciate that. Have fun drawing super... Ooh. Monster Island, award-winning fantasy adventure play-by-mail game. There you go. Play-by-mail games. Man, that's old school. I haven't thought about play-by-mail stuff in ages. In literal ages. Never did that. That was kind of like going away when I was like growing up. Dude, this book has this gigantic like dent in it. I didn't notice that till just now. The way the light was hitting it from my eyes. Where is it? Dude, I can't get it to show it. There it is. Big dent. Oh, I miss those old school comic book ads too, man. That stuff was actually making me, unironically, want to like check out their product lines. Things you never knew existed. Like, let's compare that to a modern comic book that has ads. Do I even have one? Give me a second. I got a million books on the floor. I should actually bag all this stuff up and deal with it instead of leaving it in my floor, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see. No, that's not a modern book. That's not... Well, that is, but that doesn't have ads. Oh, here we go. Deceased. Here we go. This is last month's issue of Deceased. We scroll through. Ads, just a full page splash. It's all fancy and stuff. You're advertising one product. Worse, though, it's a house ad. They're not making money with this ad. Again, it's a house ad. It's a house ad. You can't advertise your own stuff It's a house. Oh, this is not actually a house ad. They're just using house products to advertise. Available at comic specialty stores worldwide. Size matters. So these are like giant ones. So these are actually from a different publisher, but they're publishing their stuff. So it's essentially a house ad. Two house ads. And the ads are just showing me the covers of comic books. They're not actually showing me an ad. It's just, here's a cover. House ad. Sort of a house ad. It's for a TV show related to their products. And since this is all owned by the same company, it's a house ad. Another house ad. There was not one ad for an external thing that wasn't directly related to this. There's no ad for Midtown Comics. There's no ad for Doritos. There's no ad for Coca-Cola, Arby's, Pepsi. It's all just house ads. Let's go back over here. What do we got on the back cover? Some band I don't think I've ever actually heard of. I probably have heard of them. I'm just not ringing a bell. Or it's not ringing a bell with me. What do we got on the inside? Comic book conventions. Video games from a company that is not DC or the owner of DC. Dude, Road Warriors, baby. Love the Legion of Doom. Double Dragon games. And then, of course, the traditional, like, normal junk comic book ads that everybody knows are junk, but we have a ton of fun with anyway. I feel like comic books take themselves way too seriously now. Absolutely. All right. So, I'm going to answer XLG's question here. How do you feel about Superman's moniker? Man of Steel. I love it. Next question. Next. What else you got for me, XLG? Did I just blow you out of the water with that? What, you thought I was going to be like, oh, it's kind of goofy or whatever. No. It's exactly what it should be. What are you going to, like, rename him as? Man of Titanium? Come on. Man of Spun Carbon Fiber Shell? Come on. Man of Steel. Everybody knows what steel is. Everybody knows how tough steel is. It's great. What about his other monikers? The Man of Tomorrow. Huh? Does that feel pretty dated? No. Because he's the ideal. He's what people should be going towards in society, right? Like, his whole thing is he's selfless. He's willing to do the right thing, even if it hurts him personally. He's honorable. He doesn't lie. If that's not the Man of Tomorrow, I don't know what would be. All right, next up. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the little intro spiel. Sorry. Hey, every Wednesday, I get my comic books at Graham Cracker Comics. And when you go to a Graham Crackers on a Wednesday, you get 3 free books out of the $1 bin. I confirmed it. It said $1 on the box. No longer is it the 75-cent bin. And the age of the 50-cent bin, long past. So that was the first book I got for free today. The second one, oh, that's easy, XLG. If he doesn't lie, then he just bans you from the chat. No, he hangs upside down like a bat. Batman is the one that lies down. Because he's all shady, he lies. Superman hangs upside down like a bat. Duh. How did you not know this? Do you not read Superman comics? That was covered in Action Comics 693. Anyway. Chuck Dixon written Bat Family. I hate that term, by the way. Chuck Dixon written Batman comic. Well, it's a Robin comic. But it's a Batman comic because it's a Robin comic. Nobody would read Robin comics. Oh, look at this. Once again, there's an ad for a video game. Dude, these pages are actually in really good shape. Acclaim. Double Dragon game ad. I got like issue 1 of this, or maybe it's issue 3. I got another issue of this somewhere. So that's one of the reasons I picked it up. The other is all this stuff was like bundled together. It was like, right there in the front. And I'm like, yeah. Her hair looks pretty cool. That's a pretty cool panel right there. So, I'm not really sure what's going on in this book, but we got plenty of, like, Joker being a jerk, it looks like. I mean, why not? His name is on the cover. The Joker's Wild. What about that insane cover? Yeah, there's a hologram sticker glued on the cover. Right there. Look, it was the early 90s, bro. This was normal back then. This was just how comic books looked. If you can't handle it, I'm sorry, man. But this is just what life was like. You go back to like 1992, you got holograms. You got, hold on, there was an ad in here that I wanted to show off. You got holograms, you got Star Trek trading cards. Like, everything was just crazy. You know, you got vampires on the back cover of comic books. Like, what more could you want in your life? The Atari Lynx. Dude, I wanted one of these so bad. I wanted one of those so bad. That looks so cool. Here's the ad for the Batman game. That's the closest we've gotten to like a house ad in this book that I've seen. Is an advertisement for the Batman NES game. No, I guess this is the second one, huh? It looks as hot as 16-bit. Dude, I'm really bad at the Batman game on NES. I've tried playing it one time. I never beat the first stage. That's how bad I am. I suck. There's a lot of NES games that are in that category where I'm just bad at the game. There's a couple where I used to be pretty good at the game, but I sure ain't anymore, man. Like the Godzilla game, I used to love that. Godzilla on NES was definitely like my jam. But I've kind of fallen off over the years because I ain't played it much in like 20 years. Like, what'd you expect from me? But also really cool, and I'm also really bad at it. And it's actually, here's story time. XLG, prep yourself, man. Here's story time with Eliza Barr, okay? Oh, and if you're out there watching, you made it this far in the video, and you haven't hit that like button, I sure hope you like this, and you're willing to hit that button for me. Much love. But if I remember right, I met Old World Gamer on YouTube because he did a playthrough of Evander Holyfield's boxing. And somehow I stumbled on it. I have no idea how. And I watched him play that, and it got me to dig my Genesis out and hook it up and stuff. And man, I sucked at that game. I could not play it. But I think I just left him some comments, and the next thing I know, I'm playing Terraria with the guy. It was wild. Those were crazy days. And then that Terraria game's how I met Six, Game Hunter, Digidude. Was that how I met Chester? I don't remember. Anyway, there you go. Green team. Now, I'm going to use the NES controller in my gorilla-like hands. My hands aren't that big. And the controller, you just hold it like this. And then you just go... Like, it's easy. It's easy, bro. Never let the tool get in the way of doing the job. Sorry, I am just totally vibing with the song for a moment here. Alright. The third book I got for free. And I got an issue of this miniseries too, somewhere. So now I got a second issue of this miniseries, which is pretty cool. Robin 3, Cry of the Huntress, part 3 of 6. And I was just flipping through this off camera here while I was vibing. I don't think I've ever played the Superman Genesis game. The only Superman game I ever played was the Death and Rebirth of Superman, which is a really dope beat-em-up game. Speaking of which, Doomsday, Death of Superman trading cards. There you go. Oh, wait. Is that actually what this game is? Is the Death and Rebirth of Superman? I thought it was called Death and Rebirth of Superman. I guess not, maybe. I don't know. Oh, sorry. About to sneeze. I gotta mute the mic. Oh, man. I muted just in time. Oh, oh yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. What a crazy era in wrestling this was. Actually, I take that back. Wrestling always seems to be a crazy era. Dude, and the other issue I got of this series, I think I remember seeing these ninja dudes in that. That's kind of cool because I remember flipping through it. Hey, dope. I'm like the only person on the planet that likes this game. I bought it half price at an after Christmas sale at Babbage's in. Give me a second. Nope, I'm blanking on which mall that was in. Anyway, I got it for $19.99. What's my take on Superman's infamous Blue Lightning no cape costume? What? Superman Blue? Superman Blue was stupid. So was Superman Red. Like, that whole era of super comics was dumb. Why are you bringing it up? You might as well, like, ask somebody, hey, man, how do you like all the terrible things in the universe? Are they great? And the answer is, what? Why are you talking about that? Sorry, vibing with music again. Wait, did Six already stop streaming on Twitch? I was gonna like pull him up and watch him for a minute for the lulz. Then he's not even there anymore. Okay, whatever. Firepower 2000. Never played that. A lot of Sunsoft ads in these books. Absolutely. Oop, holiday sale. Get your books cheap. Hot cards, baby. I think it's not your problem. Think again. I envy you, Booster. I tell you, I'm afraid to even date these days. You mean AIDS? Don't worry, I only date nice women. You morons, you think, oh, this is better for people who aren't nice? Wow. Talk about a public health failure. Book looks cool. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. We got to keep moving on. We're like 30 minutes in. We're 30 minutes into this party. And I haven't even got to the books I paid for this week. I got 2 books. We were showing off issue 6 from last month already, but here's issue 7, Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. Gods? Gods. There's a couple different like concept or executions of Bizarro as a villain. I kind of like the take that the Superman cartoon had, where he was created by Luthor in a laboratory. He's a clone and he just starts falling apart. So Superman finds him a planet where he can go play the hero. I like that. That seemed very, very Superman, you know? He's like, the only way I can stop this guy is to kill him. But I don't want to kill him. So let me just find him a place where he can be happy. And Bizarro was happy for a couple seasons. So anyway, Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. Issue 7, the series is drawn to a close. When we left off, man, Mr. McSplitstick was getting jobbed by the Spectre. Well, the Spectre killed him, and then the Spectre came back and killed him. Or was going to, but it just happened right there. I just flipped to it and I said it. I blurted it out. This is like page 3. If you didn't read the last issue, know who the Spectre is, we'll keep that as a surprise. Some of this art in this book looks really good. Like, there's just a lot of stuff in here to take in. Some of the sites are great. Some of them are gory. Some of them are just really messed up. Here we go. Darkseid versus the Spectre. Who's going to win? The vengeance of God or the God of evil? I wonder. And of course, that's Warworld over there, too. An entire planet that's a gigantic weapon system. Because that's what, the zombie army needed, was a planetary weapon system. Dude, I want to read this book right now. But we're not gonna. Yeah, we got lots of crazy stuff going on, don't we? Alright, I better stop here. I'm going to end up showing the entire dang book off. And that would be bad. Robin doesn't have a superpower. Robin's superpower is he's a normal human being who just happens to be trained by Batman. Like, he doesn't have a superpower. Gymnastics is not a superpower. Gymnastics is like how you avoid getting punched. But when a guy with a Tommy gun is shooting you, your only defense? Plot armor. And that's what Robin has, because his name is on the title of a book. Therefore, he has armor in that book. Dude, doesn't this Katana Zero soundtrack dope? Alright, last comic I got today, Dune, House Harkonnen, issue 3. If you were here at the very beginning, you might have been able to see like the E coming through the plastic bag, because I saw it. So you might have known what was coming. That's a pretty cool cover. I dig it. To quote Ninja Weasel quoting other things, light 'em up, boys! Anyway, this Dune comic has been a treat, man. Like the first series, the House Atreides one, was a treat. House Harkonnen so far has been a treat. I expect like this to continue being a treat. The one-shots were kind of varied. But the Baron is looking good. That disease he got infected with by Gaius Hellemirium has done a number on him over here. Because she did that for revenge. His Mentat, Peter de Vries, just looks crazy. Sure, it's no Brad Dourif depiction, but it's good enough. Dude, I just flipped it open, or over a couple pages, and it's just more Baron Harkonnen. Can we just, like, have a whole comic of this guy yelling and killing people? Because that would be a pretty good comic book. It may not make any sense, but it'd be pretty good. Oh, he's getting revenge on the... He's trying to get revenge on the Bene Gesserit for what they did to him. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Where's my Hammerella? I ain't got it yet. Sorry, we're done with the book. I'm closing this. Somebody else got their Hammerella. Oh, let me go to the Indiegogo. All right, let's see what the comments got to say. Yeah, I don't know what's the holdup with shipping this thing out. Like, it seems like it's been done for a while. Okay, hold on. Somebody said he was active on Instagram. Let me see if I can find him. I have no idea what his Instagram name is. Does it say on his profile here? No. All right, you win this round, Ryan Wynn. You win this round. Oh, I just got a Twitter DM. I need to respond to that. That reminded me, I got another Twitter DM I need to respond to. RyanWin.com. What's going on? Does the site just not exist? It's kind of wild. So anyway, no sign of Hammerella for me. I'm still waiting on this thing to show up. Not sure what the holdup is. Especially because he did some stuff for me, like, right away. Also, it was pointed out to me by somebody else earlier today that Dan Fraga's book is 3 years late or something for Black Flag. Oh, was that not Indiegogo? Was that a Kickstarter? Or is it because it's old? Like, since we're talking about old books. Yeah, here we go. Supposed to have fulfilled in September 21. And I think the last update was they were getting colors done. Somewhere. Look at this. No updates in September. Yeah, I hope I get it soon too, man. Like, it's frustrating. Let's see. There was a little bit I wanted to watch for Peter Sameti's stream, and I think he's probably done streaming now, but this was going on right before my stream. So let me turn this up a little.
Goodness gracious, the amount of... It makes me question everything I know about publishing.
So we're just gonna... This is some, like, interesting stuff.
I feel like I'm gonna have another year like last year, if this is the scope of what's out there. I'm hoping I don't. But it's funny to me, the one question that makes sense, but no one wants to have that conversation.
Oh, I think I went too far back.
That question.
Sorry.
It's impressing.
Yeah.
Well,
let's go back. It's just 10 seconds.
It's impressing. Blowing smoke up someone's you know what.
Yeah, here, this next bit I thought was interesting.
Here. And why can't we be real? Because the majority of people, I can't even necessarily blame them too much, but the majority of people within these businesses are never real with anything. So to some extent, I can't necessarily blame them for behaving in such a way. But at the same time, read the room, essentially. I'm putting a very real post on there. I'm saying what I want to see, and I'm saying that we're going to open up submissions in a few weeks. And the tone of it does not come across as, please bullshit me to death right now. The tone of it comes across as, you know, you want to have an earnestness about you. A realistic approach. Most of the people that were responding back in such a strange way to that tweet, and I didn't expect to be pitched at, but I should know better, right? 17 years of doing this. Most of the people that were doing that, they're not ready yet. Everyone's rushing. They're rushing. Okay, so before we
okay, that's what I wanted to show. I thought the really interesting part there was most of the people in these industries, you know, comics, entertainment, that kind of stuff, aren't real. And I think that's a pretty interesting insight, and it feels true, because how many times, this ties back into what we were just talking about here with comic books, people's campaigns. Let's go back. And they can't fulfill. They can't do the work. Even if they do the work, they sit on the books instead of just going, hey, we're doing the work. Hey, here's where we're at on the work. Hey, here's an update on the work. Hey, the work is complete. Hey, give me your addresses. Hey, I've shipped the books. Like, it's not difficult. You just go boom, 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 boom. And you should never, ever get in a situation where you have a customer give up on something. Like, that's not acceptable. Your customer base should never give up on you getting them the stuff. Now, maybe it happens once in a while that you miss an update or something like that. People can forgive that. But at the end of the day, people need to know where you are with your product. They need to know where the stuff they want to get from you is at. And for whatever reason, creators just don't seem to want to tell people this kind of info. All right, that's all I wanted to show there. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Well, I guess I'll leave that open. There might be something interesting there. I thought this was funny. Just right up here. Oldest show watched is Cowboy Bebop. Somebody said I should watch this older show called Trigun, but it looks so old I couldn't finish one episode. And this whole thing is just pulled up here just for XLG because I'm making fun of Game Hunter. Done. That's all I'm doing. What's Votoms? Oh man, come on. Even I've watched Votoms, bro. JoJo's the manliest show ever. Gundam? Yeah, I've heard of that. Like, you know exactly where this is going, XLG. Apparently Brian Ball has bought metal pages I want to see a picture of it not in the plastic sleeve, but that's pretty cool. And it's also safe enough for work that I can post or show it on Twitter or YouTube. No, it's on Twitter. So I thought that was kind of cool, man. I've been like bugging him about making metal pages for years at this point. Yeah, you need to give people like a self-assembly metal page book where they can, you send them like one page a month and they got to stay here for 20 months to get their book assembled. It looks like he's doing it. It's ridiculous. It's really cool. I'm glad that such a thing exists. I guess I should make that bigger, shouldn't I? Boom! There we go. I guess that previous thing we should come back to so it's bigger. You can actually see it. I don't know. I got a laugh out of this. There's so much anime out there. And people that limit themselves to something and don't never sample other things. Yeah, what isekai shows are coming out this season? Oh boy. All right, let me close these. Bloop, bloop. I thought this was cute from Chi on Twitter. I'm not lazy. I'm just on energy saving mode. I think this is my spirit animal right here. I'm going to leave that open because it's cute and funny. So we already talked about Black Flag. Let's close that. Oh yeah, and I love this kind of interaction with fans, right? So they're like, hey, here's our overstock of Badger the Capybara. And then whoever Mike at Catalytic Comics is goes, yeah, Badger's confident commanding presence. And most of the time he likes hanging out on the shelf. So it's a good interaction from the fan to creator. And then this thing had been retweeted by Pellegrini. So just seeing stuff like that. See? See? When you come in and you support your fans by like showing off like their fun stuff, it helps build a relationship between you, the creator, and the fans. So anytime something like that happens, I like it. Let's see, I got a few other things I opened up here because I wanted to show them off real quick. This was a cool piece of art that I saw on Twitter. Apparently it's concept art of the Nostromo's like command room from Alien. I like how chunky it is. It looks advanced, but like technology actually looked in the era. It's kind of homey. I like it. Then here's a stupid meme, because I like stupid memes. I had a happy childhood. Yeah, whoa. I had a happy childhood. My dad used to put me in tires and roll me down hills. Those were good years. But oh, I couldn't resist. I saw that right before the stream, and I'm like, yeah, I got to put that up. This, though, I saw way earlier today. So pixel art, like pulp magazine or pulp, like novel covers. I thought these were all really cool. You can see I retweeted that son. Oh, let me hit that like, too. I retweeted this son of a gun, like, ASAP. Because it was just too cool to pass up. And since we were showing off Peter Samedi earlier, bring this over here. What unpopular opinion could put you in this position? I said thank you to customers that bought my comics. If you weren't around in like 2018 when he like got assassinated politically, that's kind of wild. It's absolutely kind of wild that could be controversial. Speaking of controversies, and 2018 for that matter, yeah, I was looking something up and this popped up on my Brave search or Firefox search or whatever I was searching in. And I was like, yep, I remember these days when all we did was argue with each other on YouTube. And we could actually print comic books because there weren't paper problems. And things didn't cost twice as much as they do now. It's rough. And hey, this chains directly into, speaking of rags stuff, let's just, boom! The new piece of art and promotional material for Rags, New Age Ninja Corps. You can check that out. If you're into gingers, you should go, well, look up Nanko. Patreon.com/Nanko. It says it right down there. You should go. I really wish I got paid for this kind of shilling. Speaking of shilling, see how we're just chaining this stuff one after another? One thing after another. Hi, Liza. Did you read my comment under Hamarella? I believe so. Let me, because you were one of the people that was like, I backed the wrong person or something, right? I think I hit like on that. Yeah, thanks for making this video. I myself backed the book to give my support to Ryan Wynn. This will be the only good thing I'm going to say in the comment. Looks like I supported the wrong person. Like many have not received my book. Yeah, I read this comment. I didn't know what to say, man. I just hit that like button on it. Yeah, I'm looking at your comment right now. Crickets, not one word from him. I remember this comment. Like, we're all living in this world where we're waiting on Hammerella stuff to get here. Oh yeah, yours is the one where you got a commission that's apparently like done and just not shipped to you, which is ridiculous. We were talking about that earlier, like because somebody else actually got their Hammerella last week, and then I was complaining that I didn't get my Hammerella. I mean, I'll read the book when it gets here because I paid for it, but I don't know how interested I am in it anymore. Like, the mojo's gone. The momentum has been lost. Because I was pretty into Gods and Gears there for a little bit. And now, like, I got nothing. There's just no love. It's been years since this book was supposed to have been shipped. So it's rough, man. I don't know why we're in that situation. Like, it absolutely does not make sense to me. I was going to drag this campaign over here. Because Marcel Dupre has been... I know some people have problems with his shipping and fulfillment, but he's always... The stuff I bought from him, from Evolution, like, that got fulfilled. And he's always been, like, a decent dude to me, talking to me. So I'm just going to put this up here. I haven't looked at it too closely. And I probably won't because I am not backing a lot of stuff right now. But he does find some pretty good artists. Dude, he's just in Illinois? We could go hang out sometime. That's only like 6 hours away. You know, I better not scroll down because there's the non-zero chance that there's like some Ghibli bits flopping around. Because he started doing books that had like boobies and stuff in them instead of censoring everything. But it's like a nun has to go get revenge. Like, kind of fun, right? And I saw this campaign earlier today. And I thought I retweeted the creator's tweet to the campaign, but I was not able to find it when I went looking for it again. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to talk about positive stuff, man. Like, the disappointment in some of these campaigns is very real. Sci-fi retelling of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Like, this could be kind of cool. And I thought, oh man, I should go back this because cyberpunk stuff, I'm like really into that right now. Having just played Cyberpunk. And then I got down here and it's like $30 Canadian for me to get the book shipped to me for a 20-page comic. And I'm just like, that is out of my price range. Like, the stuff on the page, like, these covers look kind of cool. The interior art looks okay. Like, I got no problems with this stuff. For modern comic books, this looks all right. But it's only 20-something pages long, which means it's not going to tell the whole story. And it costs $30 when I can get like 100 pages of The Girl with the Mega Fist for $25 after shipping and handling. Like, the value proposition for crowdfunded floppy comics just is not there anymore. If it ever was there, I don't know that it was. So that's an unfortunate shame, but that's the world we live in. All right, I think we're at the point where I need to kind of wind the stream down. It is 10 o'clock. I'm kind of tired. And I'm glad you all could pop in and hang out with me a little bit here. XLG, Jackson Zelda, The Lurkers, and GJ Martinez. Yeah, I did read your comment. I think if you go look, you'll see I left you a thumbs up. I just didn't know what to say. Like, I get a lot of comments like that sometimes where I'm just like, I don't know what to actually respond with here. So I'm just like, have a thumbs up, and I hope it works out for you, you know? But yeah, here's our haul from this week. Let me just show this off again for anybody that's coming in late. Just some old DC stuff, 1992, 1993, strongly represented here. We got a holographic little sticker Madoo right there. You gotta love that kind of stuff, right? Really fun. Very silly. These two books look kind of cool. The Superman book looked just kind of dumb. Deceased Were the Undead Gods. I'll try to get a review of that up in the next couple of days. And Dune House Harkonnen, issue number 3. Not a big haul, but a very satisfying haul. So thank you all so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're just coming in, I'm so sorry that I got to bounce, but I did schedule this just to run for basically about an hour. And we're at from like 9:10 to 10 is kind of what I was thinking. And we've hit the 10 p.m. mark. I got to bounce. I think I've said that like 5 times because I'm apologizing and I'm rambling. But you all have a great one. Here is a good old thumbs up for you. Boom. Just like that. I'm going to hold this until I end the stream. And if there's somebody cool out there you want to go hang out with or say hi to, please go say hi to them. They'll appreciate it. No matter who that person is or what they're doing, they want to hear from you. You know, be cool to your friends. Take care of yourselves. Be excellent to each other. And I sure hope to see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.